Hey guys, 2021, Dispo's completely changed. Look, if you're not using the tactics that we're telling you right now, you're probably having trouble selling your deals or you're selling them for too little. So if you want to maximize your profits, listen up right now. David, tell them what we're doing right now in 2021.
So listen, the market's tightening up a little bit, and a couple years ago a dog could put a sign in front of the yard and could sell the house. And now you've really got to treat your dispositions exactly like your acquisitions, right? You've got to go out there, you've got to be aggressive, and you've got to find the buyers. Because what's happening is, put yourself in the cash buyer's position. They're sitting out there and they're getting deals from everybody, right? And a lot of those deals, the marketing sucks, so you're not getting them good information. So you got to start to get really good at your dispositions job, right? First off, is this deal going for a landlord? Is this deal going to be for a rehabber, right? So because you have you're going to market to those people differently. And then within that, you got to tell a story, right? If it's a property going to a landlord, you got to explain to them how they're going to make money on this, right? Because the only thing that matters in our business is cashing checks. That's it, right? So the same thing for you. You got to run your business so you cash checks. You got to think of your end buyer in the exact same way, right? How is this person going to make money off of this deal? And if you don't know how they're going to make money off that deal, you're not going to sell it.
I agree, dude. If you can't articulate, what the exit strategy is, what the numbers are going to look like for that investor, and put yourself in their shoes, you're absolutely toast. And I mean, Corey knows that better than anybody. I mean, tell
absolutely.
him. Yeah.
And I wanted to touch on something that I learned from David. How many of you guys out there are holding your disposition team to accountability? KPIs, structure. David is one of the few people I know that's got KPIs in place for his dispo side. Where everyone preaches about the acquisition side, no one's talking about dispo and why deals aren't selling. His KPI structures does that.
Not only do we have KPIs for our admin people and the people that do all the marketing, but we have that for our dispositions people, right? So they've got to make so many calls per day. We're tracking their call time, we're tracking the number of calls, and then we're tracking their average minutes. And from those three numbers, I can look at and I can analyze why they are or are not selling deals, right? So in the case of somebody has a lot of calls, right? So maybe they make 500 calls a week, but their average call time is 22 seconds. That means they don't have good messaging and they're not building rapport with people, right? Conversely, they make 100 calls, but they've got 10 hours of talk time and making no sales. What that means is they don't know how to convert people, and they're just on the phone talking nonsense all day.
If you're trying to get dialed in with the best dispo processes, not only KPIs, but how we're listing properties on the MLS, how we're doing novations, how we're keeping our salespeople accountable to make sure that we're hitting consistent multiple six figures every single month, you need to get plugged in. David's got a coaching program, super heavy focused on dispo, if that's where your problem is. Corey's got a coaching program that's about nationwide and doing novations. I've got a coaching program that focuses on how to scale your business profitably and go nationwide. Whatever your challenge is, there's no excuses anymore. You need to get tapped in to somebody, David, myself. There's people out there willing to help you. You have no excuse not to be successful now in 2021. So we'll see you guys on the inside.